Today, I want to talk about signs of the victim mentality and how to spot them in your relationship. One of the first areas that we can consider is a person can have extreme low tolerance. And what we mean by this is if you're having a conversation with your intimate partner and one of you began to shut down because of something was said or triggered that you didn't like, and you no longer want to interact or have the conversation, you shut down and you walk away, and there's no more talking about it, and now the silent treatment can begin in these areas. And this is a definite sign of having no tolerance and a person that could be experiencing victimization within their life. And that person can also have a lack of self-confidence. In other words, they don't feel good within themselves. They don't feel secure. Rather, there is a lot of insecurity going on with them. And this is a sure sign that they can be playing the victim. Another one that we can consider is this person may become a follower instead of a leader. And they choose to lose control and allow the other person, so to speak, to think for them. Not a good situation, because now you're allowing others to replace your perspective, your opinions, and really you are just giving away yourself and your identity, and this does not allow you to find out who you are. There is an ancient writing that we can consider, is that we are to not be tossed, back and forth by every wave of teaching or doctrine, as it would say, but rather we are to be strong and confident and know what we want and to be secure in our way of thinking. So this is definitely a sign that a person, once again, that could be playing the victim. Another one that is interesting that we can experience in our relationships, intimately, or even other relationships that we have in life, is that person starts to think just negative all the time. And what this looks like, the person is not happy. They start to blame others and blame life, and they just don't take no self accountability, and their thoughts are just unhappy. And this is not a good situation, because that person may be feeling, again, inadequate, that they are not good enough. And in a sense, it begins to paint that picture of self-sabotage. And you and I have maybe come across some people that are always just blaming others, that are always just saying, oh, it was because of the way I grew up, it was because of my parents, it was because of my brother, my sister, my daughter, my son. And we begin to see how this can paint the picture that that person just has excuses all the time. Of course, some things that come our way in life that are challenging do hinder us from reaching our goals at time, but it is that point that we're talking about, that this person is just constantly unhappy and always negative. Here we are talking about the signs of victim mentality and how to spot them in our relationship. And so far we have seen that a person can shut down, have extreme low tolerance, and not the capacity to have that healthy interchange of conversation or exchange of conversation. The person can become a follower instead of a leader, not taking charge and being assertive in their thoughts and in their mindset. And that person can constantly be unhappy and always thinking negative, and that the worst is going to happen, and that they can never achieve the goals before them. So this is what we have today briefly. If you are enjoying this content, we will continue this topic about victimization. I believe that it is very helpful for a lot of us, because we can find ourselves at times probably doing some of these things. And so this gives us a reminder. This gives us an opportunity to stay aware, and so that we can learn how to deal with this. And lastly, the solution that we need to understand in this discussion is that victimization is a learned behavior, and we can change it if we choose to get the help that we need, whether that is through reading, whether that is through professional therapy, whether that is through our family encouragement. Whatever the case may be, know that this is a learned behavior and it can be changed, and you can change. Thank you very much for watching. Again, this is James with Surviving. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so if you are enjoying this content. Thank you.